everybody, Randy Kertz here for Bass Musician. So this month I would like to talk about coming back from an injury. When someone has an injury, whether they're seeing a professional and doing some therapy, and it's a procedure as serious as a surgical procedure or just taking some time off to let something heal, many times when they come back, they want to start playing as much and as soon as possible and have a tendency to kind of overdo it. I would recommend not only taking it easy when starting to play again, but thinking about what you're doing, in that sometimes there are patterns that are built up that will embed themselves not only in your muscle memory, but in your mind and your brain as well, and translate back to the physical, meaning that you start doing bad habits and those become sort of ingrained in your mind and your body. For example, if you have some kind of a repetitive motion injury, some kind of a tendonitis or some kind of a carpal tunnel or something like that, and you start to come back and play, many times people are going to want to get back and start playing on the instrument right away and running scales and that kind of thing. Sometimes without much mindfulness, maybe in front of the TV or something, just to get their strength or their chops back up or something of that nature. Now, different people have different opinions about whether or not you should play in front of the TV. Some people think it's a good exercise for the mind to be able to do different things at different times, and some think that you should make every note count and be very mindful of that, and playing in front of the TV is not a good thing. Either way, there's pros and cons for both. But to get back to what I was speaking of originally, when you're coming back from an injury or taking some time off, maybe start with not playing on your instrument. You can start by just making the motions with your hand. Therefore, you won't have much tension. You can just sort of go up and down the fingerboard, the imaginary fingerboard as it were, or just do these sort of motions on the steering wheel of your car or against your desk or anything like that. This will help to get the motion back in these fingers. And again, if there was a compensation before when you were playing on the fingerboard and maybe one finger was leaning over to help the other one or taking more upon itself because there was an injury, so one area had to work harder to compensate for another one, you won't have that necessary motion to go do that right away. You will be retraining yourself, as it were, and that will not only, again, physically embed itself, but also in your brain. It won't map it and make it want to do that same motion over and over again. So to boil all that down to a couple of short sentences, when you start playing again after some time off or after an injury, take it easy. Do some mental and some light physical practice, perhaps without the instrument, and then go back to the instrument and start to increase tension and so forth as you would normally play. So, Randy Kertz for Bass Musician, signing off, always available at Dr. Kertz at drkertz.com, my website, my book, The Bassist Guide to Injury Management, Prevention, and Health, Better Health, that is, Better Health, always Better Health, is now going to be available in the UK through Baseline Publishing. Also the physical version and the ebook version available at bassbooks.com, as well as from my website, and of course Skype lessons available there as well. Until next month, thank you and see you soon. Bye-bye.